nobody knows us. Nobody has even heard of Canterbury. And if they've heard of Fort Wayne at all, it's more than likely just a dot on a map, a place that is just there, and that's it. So what makes something important? Is it how many people know about it? Well, intuitively, that doesn't seem to be the case, as this occasion seems to be very important. An overwhelming majority of people on the earth have no grasp of who you are, or how hard you work to get through Canterbury. To most people, this night does not matter. Yet, are any of us less happy because of this? Sure, pointing out these things makes us all feel small. But only for a second, before we forget that there's an entire unknown world of us full of people that will never know us. After this dinner, we will all go home, well-fed and excited to finally walk down the aisle with our beloved classmates, forgetting this feeling of smallness that you may be feeling right now. And why? If what I said is true, shouldn't we be constantly aware of how small and insignificant we really are? There's something very important at work here. Something that profoundly affects how we feel about our lives. It's the reason why we can all be here tonight, genuinely content by all that we have done in the past 4 years. During sophomore year May term, I took a class that still sticks with me to this day. In this class, the following questions were presented to us. How can we quantify our feelings? And are some feelings more justified than others? For discussion, 2 songs were played. The first was that simple Plan song, the one that goes, "How could this happen to me?" The classic anthem of American teenage angst. Just remembering that song, one can picture the suburban household with a bedroom covered with Green Day posters. After the song was finished, we were asked if this was a sad song, to which we unanimously responded, yes. Then another song was played. One of the earliest examples of recorded blues music, the song described the perils of living in slavery. We were asked again, is this a sad song? And the same response was given, yes. Then the crucial question was asked, is one song sadder than the other? Well, immediately my mind chose the blues song. Of course, that song is the sadder song, I thought. I'm sure many of you would agree that slavery is much worse than teenage angst. But then I realized that if I were to apply the same thinking to my life, then I should always be happy, and every sad feeling I have ever felt has been wrong of me, because my life is much better than the majority of people living on Earth today. Except, that doesn't seem right. We have a range of emotions just like everybody else. We feel sad, angry, excited, and happy, despite how good or bad our life situation is. I realized then that the situational and emotional part of life are 2 completely different things. There is a relativity of feelings that is present in each and every one of us. An emotional relativity that allows us to be happy as we are tonight, celebrating our high school graduation. To me, this is one of the most fundamentally influential functional devices of the human mind. We grasp onto the finite and set boundaries of awareness onto ourselves without even knowing it. If for some reason something happened to us that would dramatically change how we live, like if all electrical machinery stopped working, or if we were in an accident and lost a limb, wouldn't we adapt and still find things to be happy about, or angry about, or excited about? The human brain is very adaptive. No matter what situation we're in, our subconscious sets emotional boundaries. It grasps the finite so that we may be able to live a full life. And it's when we lose these boundaries that we become listless and oppressed. So yes, millions of people will never care about this senior dinner, but we do. It doesn't matter because feelings are relative to the limits we set on ourselves. And right now, my feelings are only with the people in this room, and I'm happy. As we all navigate through our lives, I advise you to be aware as much as you possibly can. Be aware of the limits of your emotions. Expand and contract your limits as you see fit, and don't let these boundaries move without you knowing where. And always once in a while, expand your limits to the bigger picture, to the whole of humanity. Because you may find that you see a smaller picture that you like, but had never known about before. Thank you.